What cultural differences exist in personal space and touch? Imagine walking into a room where everyone stands very close or touches each other often. It might feel normal in some places but strange in others. That's because personal space and touch are different across cultures. These differences shape how we communicate and connect with others. Understanding these cultural rules helps us avoid misunderstandings and makes social interactions smoother. Personal space is the distance we prefer to keep between ourselves and others. It varies a lot depending on where you are. For example, in many Western countries like the United States, people usually like about 4 feet of space during casual conversations. Touching beyond a handshake can seem invasive or pushy. Americans often see close proximity or touch from strangers as uncomfortable or even rude. In contrast, in countries like Brazil, Italy, or the Middle East, people are more comfortable with closer distances. They often touch during conversations, hug, or kiss on the cheek to greet each other. These behaviors show warmth and friendliness, not intrusion. In densely populated places like India or Japan, personal space tends to be smaller because space is limited. People are used to standing closer and touching more often without it meaning anything negative. Northern and Central European countries such as Germany, Scandinavia, and the United Kingdom tend to value more personal space. They usually stick to handshakes for greetings and avoid touching unless it's very familiar. Some cultures have specific rituals to manage personal space. For instance, in Mongolia, if two people bump into each other accidentally, they immediately shake hands to restore proper social distance. Touch also carries different meanings depending on the culture. In Western societies, touch can show social hierarchy. A boss might pat an employee on the back to show approval, but employees usually avoid touching their boss first. In more tactile cultures, touching during conversations is a sign of friendliness and closeness, not dominance. Knowing these differences is key for good social skills. Always pay attention to how others behave. If someone stands very close or touches you often, they might be expressing warmth, not being rude. When in doubt, observe their body language or ask politely about comfort levels. In professional settings, it's safer to keep more space and limit touch unless you know it's acceptable. Remember, cultural norms about personal space and touch are not personal opinions. They are social rules that help people feel comfortable and respected. Being aware of these differences allows you to communicate more effectively and build better relationships across cultures.